All right, everybody. We'll let it soak in a little bit here for everyone to get on just a little bit. All right, everybody. We'll let it soak in a little bit here for everyone to get on just a little bit. Everybody, let it soak in a little bit here for. All right. So good evening, everybody here. Hold on one second. This is killing me here. 1 second. Almost. What the heck is going on here? There we go. All right. Okay. All right. So good evening, everybody. Q loves you, coming to you live. Thank you so much for joining us here on Throwdown Thursdays. We're going to get started with the show in just a little bit. But first, I want to share with you a couple things. As many of you already know, we are doing the show for a multitude of reasons. Number one being we need a little laughter right now, right? We need a little laughter and probably a little bit of vitamin D, but we need some laughter right now. So that's good. But also for us to be in a position to create smiles by raising some money and accepting donations is a great place, and it goes a long way. We're there right now. So it's really awesome. We are accepting donations before, during, after the show. And basically what we're doing is we take everything we raise, then we go out to the community and surprise someone in need by giving them a little cash or buying some groceries. It's been amazing. It's been really, really amazing. We can also, if you want to go ahead and donate, you can donate on Throwdown Thursdays Eventbrite, or there's a link that we'll put up a link in the chat for everybody to just click and give. So it's amazing. And sharing is caring. So on that tip, if you would, and you're watching this right now, and we'll announce this a couple more times, please take a minute and invite some friends, share this on your timeline. Let's slow down a little bit so anybody can get on there and kind of spread the word. Maybe have a watch party or something like that on Facebook. They do that. So please do that. And then also on that same line, please follow us. Q Loves You All on Facebook. Follow, like, and share, all that good stuff. The same thing on Instagram. That would be amazing. Again, Q Loves You All, at Q Loves You All, and follow, like, share. Really, really appreciate it. Now, one last thing tonight that I want to announce, we are starting also another show called Mindful Mondays, which is going to be hosted by Patrick Ney and I. And it's going to be a weekly event, Monday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific time. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to engage in an honest, nonpartisan, chill discussion with friends of ours from different industries about their recent experiences with COVID or the pandemic and their views on what's coming down the pipeline. It's going to be pretty fun. And our first guest is actually going to be a gentleman by the name of Mark Pilon, who is the director of Susan G. Komen, LA County. Great person. But let me tell you, when you hear the story of the near-death experience that he and his wife recently had, I tell you what, it's quite a story. So all I can say is like #gratitude. But tonight is about pure laughter. And let me tell you, we have, I think, just the comedians that are going to do that here. So we've got, which is good, we've got joining us again, the amazing Patrick Keane coming down the line. We've also got the talented and amazing Johnny Cardinale back in the scene. And for the first time joining us, this amazing woman, Emmy-nominated writer for her work with Conan O'Brien. We've got Laurie Kilmartin. So, without further ado, your host, my friend, our friend, Patrick Ney, everybody. Let's hear it.
Yay! Hooray, hooray. Q, well said.
Thank you very much. Let me turn down this music so we can chill.
Yeah, is that a transistor radio you have in the background? Like, come on, dude. That's the best you can.
We need Fraser Smith.
Now you're messing with a bitch on a transistor.
Oh yeah, okay.
I hear you. Johnny C, everybody. Johnny C. Dude, you look like you're studying for finals with that cup, like the cup of coffee pounding. Like, I sure hope you pass mass communications tomorrow.
Dude, we all got to find a second job.
Oh my God.
I got my Uber test tomorrow. So,
huh?
I have my Uber test tomorrow at 6 a.m. So,
boo, Nelly. Well, just wear 6 masks and you'll be okay. Trust me. How's everybody doing? Keane, how are you?
Good, buddy. Thanks for having me.
Good. You're always welcome. There's Laurie from the Max Headroom background, which actually looks pretty cool.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going? Sorry I asked. It's going.
I'm doing stand-up comedy in my bedroom. So
all right. Yeah. And I love what you've done with the place, by the way.
Thanks.
So it really is.
Did you disguise the background so we wouldn't know that Patrick Keane is in your bedroom as well doing comedy tonight?
Yep.
Breakdown.
She has much better taste.
He cut his own hair, so that's a big turn on for people. All right, I am so glad we're here. Q, good job. Q raised some money from these shows. He's been giving it away to essential workers. And my kid actually videoed you doing that, which was kind of funny and bizarre in the same context. But so thanks. Give money if you can, because a lot of people are working, but more aren't. So give what you can. And just to start off with me, I see that they're flattening the curve a little bit here in Los Angeles, but definitely not here. That curve, no way. That baby is not flattening whatsoever. It's I've been on a IPA and cookie dough diet for the last month and a half, and my doctor says to do that for 2 weeks straight, then take a bath in Lipitor and jump off the house. So that is going to be amazing when that all comes together. I've been cooped up, as we all are. I was a little upset this week when my main news source on Fox News fired Diamond and Silk. Now I'm like, now where am I going to get my information on what's really happening in the world? Jesus Christ. My family life is terrible. My kid has been calling me by my first name for the last 3 weeks. He's treating me like my divorced wife's boyfriend kind of thing. So that's really cool. But actually my wife and I have been getting along very well. We're making plans for this time. So we've been saving up for a DUI. So when we could get out again, that will be fun. Depending. I saw in the news, like in my family's moving to Georgia. My brother-in-law got a big job in Atlanta, and I was telling them that they've opened everything up, and they had to open up those barbers because I guess mullets are essential. So that's what. Oh my God. What else? Oh, you know what? I've been listening to a lot of books on tape. This week I listened to the story about Helen Keller, The Miracle Worker, which is a phenomenal book read by Kim Kardashian. So, I think if somebody's going to get it, what's really weird is being stuck at home all the time. And, you start to feel like those symptoms that everybody talks about. Like first I get the sore throat. I'm like, oh my God, I have a sore throat. Then I start getting a dry cough. And then the 4-hour erection. And I don't know well, never mind. I'm feeling a lot better now. So, when in doubt, use a really stupid dick joke. Wow. What else could I possibly talk about? That would be, we got a dog. And we didn't go, there were no whatchamacallit, you couldn't go to the place. There's no rescues happening. So we had to buy one on Craigslist, which was weird. And, the problem is that I'm a little worried about like the background of the dog. I want to know what's happening, last time I got a dog, I found out 2 months later that it was a Lutheran, which kind of really fucked me up. So anyways, I don't know. We have such a good show. Why listen to me when you could listen to very funny actual comedians? And one of the first people coming up here is an Irish person such as myself. He's a wonderful guy. He's been writing on Anthony Jeselnik's show, which I always forget the name of, even though I've watched half of it. I've been forgetting everything. It's like lately I just forget it.
It's a tough title, Pat.
It's what?
It's a tough title. It's tough to pronounce.
It's like what? No, what is it?
Good Talk.
Oh, Good Talk. Right. Yeah. So he's been writing a Good Talk with Anthony Jeselnik, which is coming back, right?
Yeah. Season 2 is.
Yes, that's good because our mutual friend who's an exec over there said it was coming back. So I'm like, okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, all right. Well, without further ado, my really good friend and funny Irishman, Patrick Keane, everybody. Welcome.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
That's right, Pat. Born Irish Catholic from the Midwest. So practicing emotional distancing since 1972.
Oh!
Thanks for having me and thanks for watching. It's definitely a different format, this Zoom thing, part comedy show, part business meeting. My set will seem more like the business meeting part.
Okay.
Yeah, I never thought, okay. I think moms invented Zoom so they could make sure people were cleaning their rooms more. I think this whole thing is an invention by mothers to get them on it. Either that, or it's been invented. This pandemic was created by Michael Jordan, so that he would have better ratings for his doc. I think he's that competitive. He played great defense over the years and was able to shut people down and lock them down. And now he's doing that literally and figuratively. He would have gotten great ratings either way, but this really secures it. So people have to watch. So yeah, and then if you want to get deeper into the conspiracy theory, the whole "What's Up, Doc" angle, documentary and Bugs Bunny, and they joined forces in Space Jam. So look for that video to be released tomorrow morning on YouTube and pulled down by the end of the day. Okay, thanks guys. I had my this was awesome. I had my low point of the lockdown this week when I was eating lasagna out of the same bowl I ate ice cream out of, and I didn't wash the bowl in between. So, and not in that order, if you know what I mean. And it was also the high point.
That's
boy, once this pandemic's over, I think social distancing will be fun at concerts and sporting events. It'll be like, hey, are we sitting together? Yeah, we've got seats 4, 9, 32, and 181. So yeah, they're right next to each other. Those 4 seats. We got walkie-talkies just like Coachella. You want a hot dog? No, I'll go to my own guy. It's closer. I'll just go to my own hot dog stand, and the mustard factory is even closer than my nearest friend. So, okay. It'll be funny when this is over. I don't know if we'll have room in our schedules. I don't know if we'll have room in our schedules for our jobs anymore. People that have jobs they can't go to. It'll be like, hey boss, I don't know. I got Netflix to watch. I've got dough to bake. I've got some fake exercising to do. I just don't have time for work anymore. So that'll be interesting. And I'll tell you, can you imagine being late for work when this comes back? Like whoever's late for work that first day back, they're gonna need one heck of an excuse. Am I right, ladies? But I think this whole pandemic is it's like a marathon between coronavirus and Netflix. I think who can outlast the other? You know what I'm saying? Like coronavirus, Netflix. Will coronavirus be standing in the end and think it won? And Netflix come in and be like, not yet. Boom, Narcos Canada. We've got a little more. And they're like, Narcos Canada. They even have drugs in Canada. Well, kind of. Who cares? Greenlight it. So
Maple
and,
syrup.
or we'll go the other way where COVID is on that last person, looking for the next person to infect, and it's just looking for a new body, and Ken Burns has to like make a documentary on Ken Burns documentaries, just so Netflix has footage, and it'll be. And then I just want to really drag this joke out to hammer it home. It's like Rocky 2, where both fighters are barely hanging on, and Netflix releases season 4 of The Crown, and COVID's like, oh, I thought that show was over. I can't go anymore. Oh, but beaches are reopened in Florida. We're back. The virus continues, and Netflix is like, oh, they got me. There's just too many infections. And then it's like, oh, no problem. We've got Carol Baskins, season 2 of Tiger King. And that's when COVID just calls it off. It's like, I can't. So that's a long way to go. But you know what I mean? I think that was more of a professor lecture than it was comedy. But boy, a lot of my sets are starting with boy these days. Back in the 70s and 80s, I don't know if you guys are old enough. I'm old enough. The 70s and 80s, they had Battle of the Network Stars. Actors from different shows competed. Heather Thomas and Heather Locklear, Charlie's Angels, Charlie's Devils, more like. Nobody was watching Mr. T go at it with Magnum PI. Okay. But I think Netflix should do that now. I'd love to see Robert Durst and Joe Exotic compete in an obstacle course. Right? But the obstacle course wouldn't be sports. It would just be them walking through a mall and being told, hey, don't screw up. Don't steal. Don't sell drugs for sexual favors. Don't kill or pay someone to kill. You do that, we're good. And they would both probably fail at it. So, okay,
that's where the fun is.
What's that, buddy?
That's where the fun is, in the murder and the drugs.
In them screwing up?
Yeah.
When does the audience for the show get fun? When do they receive it? We're holding up. All right, we're saving that for Laurie.
Hey, Q, is everything going good? I have a couple people telling me the show, they're having a hard time clicking on the show.
Head to.
Boy, are they lucky.
Go go to my page. Q loves you all. Go to the video section. Just click on the live video.
Okay.
Yes, tell them it's severe constipation.
Q loves you all. Yeah.
I got a bit about Mother's Day. Should I do that?
Yes, do a bit about Mother's Day.
Put up. I'll do a bit about Mother's Day.
Do the bit about you cooking too.
Oh, the cooking bit?
Yeah.
Oh, the microwave?
No, the thing that you created, the dish. I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, just this morning. I've been eating more, which means I've been microwaving more, cooking more actually. But just this morning, I made myself some eggs quarantine.
Boo!
Boy, guys, I gotta go pretty soon, but I just want to wrap it up by talking about Mother's Day. Thank you, mothers out there, if you're watching. You know who you are. And I think the payoff for mothers, it's the payoff for mothers is, and Laurie can attest, or Pat can, I guess, is that children are in your corner for the course of their lives. I find more than fathers. Most of us run to our mothers in times of trouble. There's no such saying as wait till your mother gets home. That would never scare a child, right? They'd only be encouraged. Like, oh, mom's coming? Oh, that's fantastic. You didn't tell me that. You mean the one that listens and processes information, looks me in the eye, communicates, empathizes? That mom? That's great news, And because at the beginning of time, God was trying to decide who to give childbirth to, and man or woman. And when Adam heard the details of childbirth, he's like, oh, I'm gay. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Give that to her. Guys, to give you an idea of how painful childbirth is, it's almost as bad as like when we have a cold. That's what women are dealing with when they have childbirth. So, so we're more connected to our moms naturally, right? Over the course of time. Naturally, we're more connected to the person who shoots 100% of us out of them in pain than we are the person who shoots out 50% in pleasure. And moms can hold that over us our whole lives. Oh, you don't want to run to the store for me? Because I remember being in labor for 30 hours so your ass could be here. Okay. But dads can never be like, son, it took me 2.5 minutes of joy to make you. All right. A little gratitude would be nice. I almost had to take my socks off. So, but so Eve at the end was like, God, why don't you tell me what the details are of childbirth? And God said, all right, Eve, if you do this, it'll be the most painful thing you ever experience physically, mentally, emotionally in your whole life. But in the end, through guilt, you can control other human beings for their entire lives. And woman was like, yeah, I'll take that. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, can we trade moms? Because mine's like a crazy lady. Like,
Oh, is she?
yeah, totally like smack you around, crazy Irish lunatic. Your mom sounded a lot better than mine. And mine's still
yours is
alive.
Chicago, right? Chicago?
Yes.
By the way,
Yes.
is that Laurie's picture or is she just a ventriloquist? Her face doesn't move when that laughter's coming.
Right. Well, this has been hilarious. Pat, very funny.
Thank you.
Keep it up. Keep up the good hair work at home. I don't know how excited you are to see that Jordan documentary. It is phenomenal. It's what I look forward to each week. Except they forgot to tell you last week that his gambling was so intense, and that because he was a welcher, he didn't pay people back, and then
Welcher? Did you just read? Is that from Charles Dickens? When's the last time you heard the word
well, that's the
welcher?
thing. If you don't pay, it's like
His father
it's
was
like,
a copper.
I'll see you never.
Welcher.
Somebody said that to me and used the word welcher, so I'm like, well, I guess he didn't pay his
Welcher.
gambling debts.
When's the last time anybody's
See, here you go, and then I'll take Mini Minoso in the 5th. Very funny. Don't forget to give to Q's Eventbrite if you want to donate to the people who need money right now, which is me. But you know what? Let's talk to a guy that was about 5 feet from stepping onto a cruise ship around March 15th. And
Wow.
those steps were a few for mankind that he was glad he did not take. So, this guy's a troubadour. He's all over the world. I mean, the USO shows, it's like, that's a bummer because you go on a ton of those, Johnny C. And it's just crazy. So I'm going to give it up to my good friend. He's in Ohio, stuck in his girlfriend's house, who is a wonderful lady because I've met her a couple times. Yeah. And he's here now on the computer for you. Please welcome Mr. Johnny C, everybody.
Woo!
Hey.
I got here on, we figured it out. She brought this up yesterday. I got here to her place on March 6th. I was going to spend a couple days with her, and I was going to be on cruise ships from March. I'm not making this up. March 10th through April 21st consecutively.
Oh my God.
That's how many cruise ships I had lined up. I know it's crazy, but it's also moolah. So that didn't happen. So I've been here for 2 months. She made it. We were sitting having dinner yesterday. She's looking at her phone. She goes, you've been here 2 months exactly. I don't know how to take that.
Do you want to hear how to take that?
Exactly. I'm like, okay. By the way, the funny thing is, Patrick, you were talking about mothers and fathers. My mother's like 30 minutes away from me. She left me and my brother when I was 4 years old. Me and my dad divorced when I was 4. She wanted to leave. She wanted to party. We're friends now. Everything's cleared up. I'm friends with her. I'm obviously very close to my father, though 2 of them are actually friends. So it's not a negative thing. But when you were talking, it made me think mothers are much better single parents than fathers, because fathers screw important things up, like school picture day. School picture day is important, right? So I grew up in Euclid, Ohio, right outside of Cleveland. I'm pointing like you guys know where I'm talking about, but it's east side. I'm on the west side right now. And a couple of years ago, I was at my dad's house. I found a bunch of old pictures, like actual photos, and I found my 3rd grade proof sheet. Okay. My dad sent, mothers sent, they come, it's 3rd grade. They know how to dress you up, put you in a tie. If you're a girl, put you in a nice dress, come here. My dad sent me the 3rd grade school picture. I'm wearing a Cleveland Browns t-shirt. My hair is all messed up. I'm wearing brown rim glasses, kind of like yours, Nay, but I'm in 3rd grade. They're missing a side because I'd break them playing sports. My dad would make me wear them. My glasses are tilted in the picture. Okay. I know most people don't believe me. This is the picture right here. Can anybody, I don't know. Can you see it? I don't know. Can you
no, you can put it closer to the
I'm trying to get in. All right. I'm trying to get in.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
That's my 3rd grade proof sheet right there. Okay. What is going on here with my camera? I don't know where the camera is. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Now you had it.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect. Don't move. Oh my
Okay,
God,
that's my 3rd grade proof sheet right there. Notice one other thing. Not one wallet size ever cut out and sent to a relative. It's still in mint condition since third grade. Third grade
You
proof
can
sheet.
spell in mint condition, right?
All right, let's get to some jokes. I don't write a bunch of coronavirus jokes. However, I am working on my Beachbody 2023 right now because it's coming up. Somebody brought up birthday. It was really funny. I think, Nay, well, obviously, Nay, you brought it up, birthday. You brought up Helen Keller, or who'd you bring up?
Yes.
Helen Keller, and you brought up Kardashian, right?
Yes. That was
Right.
It was.
You're fine. This is the truth.
On tape, read by.
This is the truth. My birthday is June 27th. I share a birthday with two famous people, Helen Keller and Khloe Kardashian. You can look it up. You can
Whoa.
I know, which means I share a birthday with a woman born without the abilities to function as a normal human being and Helen Keller. Come on. That was good. Who brought up Ken Burns? Ken Burns?
Oh yeah, I brought up.
You you know what? I want to do a documentary on him. The whole documentary is just him standing there, and then the camera angle kind of slowly moves into his hair and then moves out. That's all. Just a picture of him. It's the Ken Burns effect on his. Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, his hair is.
I went and saw a Huey Lewis tribute act.
The Geneva Convention.
I went and saw a Huey Lewis tribute act. I knew because the band was the Fake News. Come on, guys. Hey, by the way, when Bruce turned into Caitlyn, did they have a Jenner reveal party? That's a good one, guys. I don't care what you guys say. If you do a coronavirus documentary, is that a viral video? All right. And The Masked Singer, huh? Talk about ahead of its time.
Hey.
By the way, anybody get a sneak peek into the COVID-20? I hear it's a lot more sleek, much lasts longer. I swear to God, though, guys, it's such a weird time.
It's coming out this fall.
Hey, by the other day, I paid the bouncer $20 to get at the front of the line at Ralph's. I'm not even kidding. 82-year-old Mildred, I paid her $20. But here's the good news. It's been a good day. On Instagram, I only had 6 unfollowers today, so really positive stuff. Isn't it crazy that a year from now, all our Facebook memories are going to be pictures of toilet paper? That's really...
Yeah.
I'm in Cleveland right now. I'm from Euclid, Ohio, originally. I am dating a girl from North Olmsted. If you guys don't know Cleveland, it means I'm dating up. She's a dentist. I don't know when I met her. I met her at a bar, and I go, "What do you do?" She goes, "I'm a dentist." I go, "Do you find that fulfilling?" You got the number. Problem is, she's always a dentist. I know I did this joke last time too, but she's always a dentist. Like,
no, it's good.
She's always studying my teeth. Like I'm yawning. She's like, "Ooh." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "You got some staining on your lowers. Do you rinse?" I go, "I don't know. Do you swallow?" Come on, guys.
Oh, booyah.
That one hit home. She doesn't like that joke at all. But seriously, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I represent, even though I moved out when I was young, I'm a good bowler. Anybody bowl out there? Does anybody bowl? I don't know.
Yes.
Q, do you bowl?
I do.
You good?
I do.
I'm a good. We got to go. I'm a good bowler. That's what my family did growing up.
I got a bowling ball right here, right next to me.
Oh, you have?
You know what?
Oh,
In these certain and uncertain times, I think bowling is unessential.
Dude, that's because you're not from Cleveland, motherfucker. All right. Dude, my family, that's what we did growing up, bowling. Because you know what they say, Q, a family that bowls together is poor. That's what they say, right? Okay. Bowling is the poor person's sport. I swear to God. You can watch professional bowling on TV. They have professional bowling. It's hilarious because these guys win like no money, but the announcers take it all serious. The announcer's like, you can tell he's nervous because if he makes this spare, he'll be the new world champion. And with that comes a check for $200. I thought that joke was going to do better. I'm not going to lie. Professional bowling. Oh, wait. I mean, I was going to follow it, but it did that joke did so bad. I'm not even going to follow up that joke. I am here in Cleveland, though. Not too far from the Amish. I mean, it's been long enough. Shouldn't somebody let the Amish know about this Corona thing? people, anybody know who Amish
True.
Amish are? Matt, you guys know what Amish people are,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
you
what
know.
Of course.
So then I have a question. When Amish kids take a field trip, they just go to a different field? All right, never mind, guys.
Now they go to the city and get shit faced.
All right. Should I do some wordplay jokes? You know, I love my puns.
Do it.
If Dwayne Johnson, I saw a Dwayne Johnson impersonator. What is that? A shamrock? Come on, guys. You know, I'm in Ohio for the last 2 months. I'm glad I'm not in LA. Come on, Patrick, Q, you guys, yeah, Laurie, you're all in LA. Let's be honest. Everybody,
yeah,
out
no
there,
traffic, and it's
everybody out
it's
there is super
great weather.
flaky, and super trendy, which means you have to take everything they say with a grain of Himalayan pink salt. Let's be honest. All right. Hey, can I ask you guys this? This is a true question now. This is the coronavirus that came out of Korea, okay? Or what? It came out of Korea, right? Or China. It came out of China, right? Sorry to be American right there. It came out of China, and yet we name it after the #1 Mexican import. Isn't that bizarre? What if it came out of Mexico? Would we call it the Gangnam Style virus? Huh? No laughs for that one. Okay.
That's Korean.
I was watching the History Channel, all reruns. What do you think about that joke? All right. Some jokes about my dad, then we'll get out of here. All right.
Sure.
Yeah, my dad just retired. I just talked to him on the phone, actually. He doesn't know what to do with himself. My dad grew up, here in Cleveland. He's a construction worker. He woke up at his routine, 5 a.m. up, 5:15 shower, 5:30 out the door. He retired, his routine, 5 a.m. up, 5:15 shower, nothing the rest of the day. He doesn't take naps. You know what he does? He calls me. I get all these weird, whatever's on his mind, he wants to talk about now. He's got nothing else to do. I get the weirdest voicemails. She's drinking bricks with half her mouth. My dad calls me up. I get the weirdest voicemails. I'll be like, beep. Hey, it's Dad. Hey, I'm thinking about going with all white Christmas lights on the tree this year. Give me a call. Let me think. Give me a call. These voicemails like 5 a.m. I'll be like, beep. Hey, I was at the video store the other day. I didn't even know if they made a Rocky 5. Give me a call. Let me show you. I call my dad back, and he answers the phone just to tell me he's busy. Just let it go to voicemail, right? He'll answer. Dads. He's got an iPhone 7. He sees who it is. But he always answers like he doesn't know what's going on. He's like, hello? I'm like, hey, Dad. He's like, hey, I'm on the other line. Call me back. Give me a call. Give me a call. And then I call him back, and he's always busy. And I go, you know what? I realize I used to think my dad would tell me to call him back because he really wanted to talk to me. Nah. When you say call me back, it's just a way to say goodbye. Like, call me back. It's like when you say drive safe. When you tell somebody to drive safe, I'm being honest now. Do you guys really mean it? When you say drive safe, 3 minutes later, are you going, gee, I hope they're driving safely? No, you could care less. Do you tell your friends to do anything else safely? My best friend come up to me and go, hey, dude, guess what I'm doing this weekend? I'm going to go up to the mountains, wrestle wild grizzly bear by myself. I'd be like, that's awesome, dude. Have fun. How you getting there? Driving. Hey, drive safe. Okay? I'll worry about you. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got, man. I'm Johnny Cardinale. Please follow me on
Great. Johnny C. Johnny C. I have to, you reminded me like the conversations that I have with my mom now. When you have the same conversation for like the third time, and it just
I don't know. I lost my mom.
Telling you about what happened. Well, okay, cross reference, dad, mom, it's all the same. Yeah. So when a parent, I should say, tells you the same story for the third time, it's like, about Mrs. Johnson who fell down the stairs and then walked across the railroad tracks, and it's like, the passion of Christ. Hearing how this lady dies, it's like, wow, you told me this.
But
so,
Q,
anyways,
you're a little younger than all of us. Are we all becoming our parents? I swear to God, I have like 3 beers, and I'm like, stop me if you stop, because I repeat the same story like 20 times. Well, I like, stop me if you've heard, and they say stop before I even finish that sentence.
I actually had today, and I don't know how old you think I am, but I'm maybe a little bit older than you think I am. But I had cottage cheese
65.
and tuna today for lunch. That's gotta starting
I'm
to.
not that old. I'm not that old.
No.
Dude, you know what? I apologize for the.
Wow, you're
honest
way
thing.
over the
I didn't realize you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just aged myself.
Q, don't go outside. It could be dangerous
Yeah, you are.
for people your age.
Oh, that's amazing. Nicely done. Thanks,
I'll
John.
move this along. Johnny
Thank
C,
you.
well done. I'm glad everything is good. Drive safe. So this next lady knows a little bit about being a parent because she is a parent, and she's like Q said, Emmy Award nominated comedy writer from Conan and all over the United States.
Oh,
She gets out there, probably always writing. You never let a minute go by. You're hilarious. Please welcome Laurie Kilmartin, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you. I first of all, I had no idea the audience for the show would be my fellow comics, which is horrendous.
We're sorry for that.
Because comics only laugh when jokes don't work. That's like the only thing that's funny to us. So it's really a horrific scenario here. But I have to say I support Johnny's mom 100%. I'm sorry for him that she left when he was 4, but I get it. I would have left you when you were 3. So she held out longer than I did.
Fair enough.
Mom, go away. God, get the fuck out. I'm doing a show. Oh. Okay. I am quarantining with a 13-year-old and an 82-year-old. And by the way, that's my age range on Tinder as well. So that fucking interruption, that was my mom. I put a sign on the door that says "Do not disturb," and she just blew right through it. I may not be able to perform. I'm so enraged. Hold on, I forgot to start my stopwatch here too. Okay, here we go. I don't want to go over, guys. Really. I want to do exactly my time and then get the fuck out.
This is a big process here.
No, here's the thing. She, like, when you describe the perfect COVID victim, it's my mom. She's elderly. She has respiratory problems. She's in terrible health. I feel like even one COVID virus was within 100 feet of her, she would get it and die. And she hasn't. It's very enraging to me. Like all these people that are dying, I'm doubly angry at when I read a story. I'm angry that this innocent person died, and I'm angry that my mom hasn't. Like, what do I have to do? I haven't washed my hands since January. They're gross. I'd like to wash them just for me, but I'm trying to kill a bitch here, and it's not working. I'm so upset. Listen, I've spent a lot of time. I have a bird feeder, and I've been watching the bird feeder because there's not a lot to do. And I've noticed something. Like, I'm inside the house, and there's a window, and then the birds are feeding. And when I move inside the house, the birds fly away. My message to birds is, I can't get you. I'm just, you're safe, okay? A, and B, you're not a duck. Like, why would I want you? You're a house sparrow. You're brown. You don't even have any cool feathers. You're safe. Just eat what you saw me put in there 10 minutes ago while you were hiding in the bougainvillea, okay? Why would I feed you and then kill you? That's what I'm trying to do to my mother, not the birds. One thing this pandemic will end one day, and what we'll be left with is the knowledge that when we speak, 6 feet of spit comes out of our mouths. I didn't realize that. Maybe I knew that in the back of my mind before this, but it's not a thing you want to think about, especially when you have a lot of conversations with people that they're spitting all over you. And I've seen so many graphics on Twitter, just explaining the spray. It's disgusting. Like there can be a vaccine for COVID, but there can't be a vaccine for gross. And I might just never speak to people again. I don't know how I'm going to participate in society. How will I ever I've never met Gilbert Godfrey, but I certainly can't now, right? I'll have to stand behind him.
Nice.
And hope he doesn't turn around. And I would just love to go back in time and uneat all those Subway sandwiches that I ordered, where the sandwich person making it was, conversing with me and asking me what condiments I wanted as we went down the line. Clearly, all those 6 foots were topped with spit, and I'm disgusted. Sorry, did I bum everyone out?
Yeah, I got sick from Subway
Yeah,
once.
killing the mom didn't do anything, but just
Good, I'm bummed
I
out.
love Subway. Sorry.
Guys, this is a fundraiser for our first responders, so please help out. In fact, I will pay a first responder not to help my mom if I call, because I'll call an ambulance, because it's the right thing to do. But if someone were to not show up, someone might find $1,000 check in their mailbox. Little notes. I'm so depressed about Corona for a couple reasons. One is it's taking out the kind of guys I would date. Like I've never been married, and I always thought, well, maybe when I'm like 60 or 70, I'll hook up with some 80-year-old who has been married. Like I'll be his third wife, right? And he's been married. He's had a regular wife where he had the kids. Then he had the trophy wife that he cheated on her with, and then she took his money and left. And now he's too tired to fight back, and he's ready to date a female comic. That's when I come in. Because female comics are undateable. Like no one loves us unless you're so beaten down, you have no choice. So that's what I was holding on to. And these guys are all dying from COVID. All right, this is my pool. That's go. And by the way, not the first time a catastrophe has taken men from me. My soulmate died on September 11th. I assume so many nice-looking guys did. And I lived in New York at the time. Yeah. What do you mean, ooh? They were all in their 30s. I was in my 30s. There's a lot of those guys I could have hooked up with. I read about all of them when I was reading Portraits of Grief. It was like Tinder for me. Oh, I would have gone with that guy. Whatever. I guess I'm just doomed not to have love. I don't know why I'm such a lovable person. Here's the thing. After the pandemic, what the real problem is climate change, right? Generations from now, we're gonna have descendants that are gonna hate our guts because of all the cool animals we had that are gonna go extinct, right? They're gonna see video, they're gonna see like nature shows and see polar bears and be like, well, what the fuck? How come we don't have polar bears? So what we need to do is we need to start right now pretending that polar bears aren't real, okay? We need to burn all footage of polar bears and start telling kids polar bears are mythological creatures worshipped by the ancient Canadians. And the polar bear was their god of Coca-Cola, okay? And you're thinking, oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, really? Because I think it did work with the ancient Greeks. I'm pretty sure some of their mythological creatures are actually real. Like I know they had Pegasuses. You guys know what a Pegasus is? It's a flying horse, okay? The ancient Greeks didn't like Pegasuses. Imagine herds of horses flying over your house every day, right? You hate it when a bird takes a shit on your car. Now imagine horses shitting in your chariot. Of course they hated them, right? And they're not just flying, they land. They're like deer when they land and they're on your front yard lawn. They're eating your ancient Greek yogurt. So the Greeks didn't like them. And they hunted them to death with bow and arrow. And they did the same thing to the perfect beast, the centaur. Now, a centaur is half man and half horse. And the man stops right here. That's where you want a man to stop anyway. But when the rest of it's horse, oh my God, that's God's beast. Okay, that is God's sex beast that he made for us. And the ancient Greeks couldn't control themselves. All right. Imagine having forget the cock. Imagine having a boyfriend you could mount and ride to a restaurant. Stable for 2, please. Okay. These Greeks, these poor beasts, they went extinct from sexual exhaustion. They were hunted by gay men and middle-aged women until they died. All right. And the Greeks knew what they did. They're like, oh shit, people are going to hate us. We want to be known for democracy, right? So they invented mythology to cover their asses. So that's what we got to do. Let's cover our asses. Let's all gaslight these kids the same way. 50 years from now, some of you guys are going to be alive. You're going to have a great grandchild come up to you. Hey, what? How come there's no polar bears? Okay, let's on the same page. Let's all of us be like, wait a minute. You think there was a white bear? Does that make sense? A white bear that lived on ice? And your great-great-grandchild will be like, what's ice? And you'll be like, yeah, exactly. Okay, go walk your lizard because there's no mammals left.
Don't play with your time machine.
Go to the lizard park.
Hey, but no polar bears, no seasons 3 through 5 of Lost. How about that?
You know what? I didn't get that far on Lost.
You're smart.
But here's the thing. Here's where my story helps. It's all fiction, right? That's fiction. Because here's the thing. Greeks, they drew Pegasuses on their pots. They drew centaurs. We see that in the British Museum. And they have a perfect cover. Oh, yeah, we just made that stuff up.
You know, I think I've seen a centaur on Robertson and Santa Monica Boulevard one time.
Please warn me next time. I'd like
Right
a
by
little
that
heads up.
Vanderpump place.
I saw 16 of them and I'm like, oh, car insurance commercial.
I will tell you that my son is 13. I have to make sure he can't hear me. It's a very small house. We all share a bathroom. There's lots of fluids, different generations of fluids in the bathroom.
I know it.
There's semen, blood, and diarrhea. Now you can.
Sounds like a Dom Herrera joke.
Now I think he's very close to watching porn. And the reason I think this is that he loves the show called Dr. Pimple Popper. And Dr. Pimple Popper is, I think, the gateway to porn. Because if you think about it, it's very similar setup to many porn movies, porn films. It's a very attractive doctor, a hot female doctor in a lab coat, right? She's wearing safety goggles to protect her eyes from fluids. And strangers come to her, they take off their clothes, and she needs to massage and knead and oil a certain part of their body until it explodes. And then there's satisfaction all around. I've decided if I catch him watching porn, how I'm going to handle it is I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch it with him. Because what better deterrent to watching more porn than the memory of your mother commenting on what you're trying to watch, right? Because I'll be honest and be like, honey, women don't make that noise. That is not a natural sound. That women only make that noise when they're really behind on their rent. And judging by how high this lady's voice is going, she owes $3,400 to $3,500.
Oh,
Immediately.
The crazy thing is, if you came and watched porn with me, I would stop watching porn forevermore too. It's not just your son. Yeah.
Wait, if I watched it with you?
Yeah. If you came and watched porn with me and commented like you do, I would stop watching it too. Well, that's a great thing.
I'm on the next flight to Ohio. I don't know. All of a sudden now I want to stop male comics
Make
from
sure you
watching
wear a
porn.
mask, and not for the virus, because I like to role play.
Oh my God, Johnny. You need to get on a cruise ship immediately. Let me tell you, performing with the comics as the audience is the nightmare I thought it would be, by the way. It's instead of laughs, it's potential tags. It's fucking awful.
Well, it's like, that's the thing. It's part of like, you have to talk. We want to make sure we express our laughter towards you guys. You guys have been very funny. So that was hysterical.
Right.
Oh,
and I do, because our kids are the same age.
Yeah.
So I'm like, mom's getting really moody, and they're talking about this, and I'm thinking of what you're saying is literal. Like, I want my kid to watch porn. It's like, maybe he'll like mellow out, It's like, dude, go down the internet, have you really delved into it? I mean, go deeper, like, and that's because he's like, and there's something bottle up.
Oh yeah.
Very funny, very funny.
I wasn't sure if Pat was talking about himself.
I feel for
not gonna lie,
you. Well,
say Johnny.
My kid's like he has the empathy of a 40-year-old and the mind of a, like he's like, Dad, what's the internet? That's like, oh boy. But very funny. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's good.
That was great. Give it up. Come on, that was very funny. Thank you for you're a consummate pro. Thank you for hanging out with some goofies and like we do talk, but it's all thumbs up. So that's the most important thing, I think. That's our righteous thing of the day. And also, your podcast with Jackie Cation. Are you guys? You're still on that, right?
Oh yeah,
that's happening. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a great podcast, and everybody who's watching this should check that out, right?
What's it called?
It's called the Jackie and Laurie Show. It's me and Jackie Cation, and we've been doing it for a little over 4 years, and it's just us. We don't have guests, and we talk about comedy.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, so it's really funny. I mean, you're talking now too, so.
Has Jackie done this show? She'd be great for this show.
Yeah, no, I haven't hit her up yet. So
let's get Laurie. Let's get Laurie back. Let's get Laurie back and have them both on.
Yeah. Hit Jackie up.
Yeah,
for sure.
That would be like a great duo.
Jackie's working out a new hour, so she will do any show.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Johnny, what were you saying?
How often? Is this once a week?
We do this on Thursdays, and we're going to start doing something a little more talky, a little more mindful, and a little more the
one you guys are talking about
earlier.
Awesome. That's really cool, man.
Yeah,
we're not going to talk about coronavirus victims on this.
No,
fortunate, because that makes for great comedy.
Yeah.
But anyways, very funny, Laurie. You're a great sport. Thanks for goofing around with us. And JC, very funny as well. Patrick Keane, the fabulous Q. Don't forget to give to your Eventbrite page so people who need money, and some people have been really generous so far, so it's kind of a cool thing. And what else have we got?
Well,
I might give blood this week too. I might give blood. Has anybody given blood in a while? You did? You gave blood, Keane?
Oh no, I had an appointment, but I canceled. I got freaked out. It was a couple weeks ago. I wasn't.
You didn't say, are there any chickens here?
At the UCLA Medical Center.
Hey, if the guy who invented autocorrect, would it be ironic if his blood type was type O? All right, I screwed up.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey guys, but seriously, so thank you. I want to say thank you, Patrick Ney, very much for Patrick. Of course, Johnny, Laurie, Patrick Keane. You guys are all fantastic. This is great. This turned into a really fun thing we're doing here every week, so we really appreciate it. Again, the link down at the bottom, or Throwdown Thursdays on .eventbrite to throw anything you can. Try to catch us on Monday. It'll be a little bit fun. It's only gonna be 15-20 minute thing that we're doing, 7 p.m. Pacific time, Patrick and myself, and then we'll be back next Thursday with a few more funny peeps flowing through. So thank you all very, very much. Anybody else have last words before we?
Until then, go wash your hands, call your politician,
Johnny,
and
Johnny, you
give money to non-Trumpians.
What's that, Patrick?
You gonna call your mom this weekend?
I will call her this weekend.
Yes, I'll be calling mom too, and
yes, happy
listening
Mother's
to the
Day.
same story for the 10th.
Oh, that's right, this weekend. Whoa.
It's this weekend. Happy Mother's Day, Laurie. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Laurie.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. God, how horrible.
She's over.
It is horrible. It's horrible.
You guys are great.
That was great, because there's a video online, Laurie, of a guy like yelling at his kid while he walks in on a Zoom meeting, and I almost thought it was like you did that as a bit, because you're like, get the fuck out, because the guy's like, he's like, I'm on the fucking thing, get the fuck out of here.
I would never talk to my son like that.
Only your
mom. No.
Because she keeps doing it. She keeps ignoring the sign and just going, well, I just wanted to ask you about next door. I'm like,
well,
I was on a Zoom meeting, and my kid walked in. I'm like, get out of here! I'm talking, and then I realized it was my girlfriend. Like, slight age gap. All right. On that creepy note, I know you guys are amazing. Thank you so much, everybody. Stay safe. We'll see you soon. Good times. Thank you all. It's appreciated.
Thank you very much, guys. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
Bye, guys. Word.